Well, welcome back to TaylorMade and to High Impact. Tonight we're just really excited about what has already taken place in tonight's show. And I'm just really grateful for Renee Bull and her mom, Sybil Bull, taking out a moment to be with us and talk about the trends of women as well as the fashion industry. But tonight we're going to shift a little bit, and I'm really excited about our next interviewee, Miss Judy Lewis, and she is here from the United Way, from Revive the Village, and she's going to be talking about several things, projects that they're working on, and saving our sons in particular. This is a major topic of discussion, not just here in the state of Delaware, but throughout the nation, and even globally, it's become a concern. And so when we talk about saving our sons, and when we say saving our sons, we're talking about young men of color and African American males in particular, for the sake of the conversation. And so many times we talk about African American males and the plight that's attached to them. But I want to just arrest a lot of that conversation. While we need to talk about that for the sake of the numbers and statistics, I also want to be clear that we're very much excited about the state of our black males who have made a decision to honor God, become wonderful husbands. We both sit here tonight with wonderful husbands and wonderful African American male sons who are in pursuit of excellence, productivity, will impact this nation for not just for themselves, but for the kingdom of God and for those at large. And know that on record that I see the necessity for the African American male to be present at every table, in every genre, on every discussion, and every policy making decision. There needs to be their presence. And many times I think their lack of presence is sometimes due to scarcity or fear. And so I think once we embrace what they bring to the table, we'll see the shift that we're many times lacking come to pass in our nation. Tonight, again, I want to say, yes, we're going to address the numbers. One of the plights that we see a lot of times lifted up in our media is when we talk about education, we're talking about the graduation rate for the African American male. And nationally, we see it's 52%. And when it comes to the African American male community, in particular urban areas, we see where it can go anywhere from 71 to 78%. And the Latino community right behind that, and sometimes at the same level, depending upon what state you're talking about. But we many times talk about the challenges. I have a book that I've written several years ago called Aborted: Growing Up Without a Father in Practice or in Presence. And it talks about the benefit of why fatherhood in our African American community is more necessary than any community at all. While fatherhood is necessary, we want to first have husbands, and then we want to have fathers. So we want to shift the culture back to God's original blueprint for kingdom marriages. But tonight, Judy Lewis is going to talk to us about who she is, what she represents, and the agenda at hand. Judy Lewis, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you so much, Pastor Mills. Thank you so much. Well, it is truly a pleasure to be here, and I just want to thank you so much.
Wow. Well, I know you're just coming back into the state tonight from traveling, and so thank you for making this a priority for us.
Absolutely.
And I'm really looking forward to your message. Tell us about United Way and Revive the Village and your role.
Okay. United Way of Delaware has a mission, and its mission is to make sure that there are 3 quality building blocks for everyone. That is education, income, and health. There is a firm belief by Michelle Taylor, our CEO and president, as well as the United Way organization, that without any of those building blocks and pillars, that the quality of life suffers for many individuals. I am the assistant director for United Way of Delaware for the resource development team. Yes, so I'm in charge of the fundraising portion. And I'm also charged with the task of and the opportunity to bring forth and to lead out an affinity group of United Way of Delaware called Revive the Village. Revive the Village has been in existence now since about 2010.
Okay.
And it is one of several affinity groups.
Okay.
The mission of Revive the Village is to make sure that we are resurrecting that village mindset.
Okay.
That it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
And we're doing that in several ways. You mentioned earlier about the graduation rates.
Yes.
This last year has been focused specifically, as you've spoken to, black males here
Yes.
in the state of Delaware.
Good.
And the Schott Foundation is a group that has done a study of all
Yeah,
50 states.
I brought that with me tonight.
Yes, of all 50 states for public high school graduation rates. And what's appalling, Pastor Mills,
Yes.
is that for Delaware,
Yes.
the public school graduation rate for black males is only at 47%.
That's right.
You know, it's often said that if it's not us that's going to do something about it, then who are we waiting for?
That's right.
And if it's not now, then when?
Yes.
Coming up on January the 23rd
Yes.
is an event called The Urgency of Now, taken from that report.
Yes.
And we have invited Ronald McCray, who is part owner of the
Yes.
Boston Celtics.
Yes.
It is a fundraising event that's
Okay.
taking place at the Barclays, January 23rd from 5:30 to 7:30. And it's a call to action.
Yes.
It's bringing together business leaders
Yes.
and those in our faith-based communities
Yes.
to talk about this issue and to talk about the state of young black males,
Yes.
period, but especially why Delaware can no longer wait.
Good. Say it again, because there are people who really need to hear about what it is that's taking place. The date is January the 23rd,
Yes.
and she shared that it was open to business leaders. If you're there and you're ready to invest into this project, consider yourself a business leader. Consider yourself a faith-based person. Tell me the cost for this event.
Sure. The general public's admission price is
Yes.
$40.
Okay, $40.
$40, but for those who are 30 and under, the price is only $25.
Wow.
And the reason why it's positioned that way is to encourage younger people to be able to attend the
Wonderful.
event. And what I've been telling people is that for some reason you're unable to attend, sponsor someone.
Yes.
Sponsor someone.
Yes.
Make sure that they're there. And it's
Yes.
open to parents, educators, and the like.
I love it. And so just while she's saying that and I'm sitting here, we're going to sponsor 5 persons under the age of 30.
Awesome.
So if
Awesome.
for 5 persons,
Awesome.
that's $20 a person.
$25 per person.
We're going to sponsor
Absolutely.
5 persons
Awesome.
to make sure that they're present and accounted for.
Absolutely.
A lot of times
Thank you.
people are not aware of what's taking place and they haven't yet had the exposure.
Right.
So we have to make sure that they're at the table, that
Yes.
they are able to be a part of the discussion. And if
Absolutely.
they're not able to be a part of the discussion, they're at least exposed to the process.
You're right about
Because many
that.
times the process can intimidate you
It can.
unless you're aware that this is what's supposed to take place.
Absolutely.
Tell us about where you want to go with Saving Our Sons.
Okay. Over the course of the next year, what we want to
Yes.
do is continue to partner with many of those that we've already begun partnerships with.
Sure.
We're going to be enlisting the help of everyone.
Yes.
To give their dollars.
Wonderful.
To advocate on behalf of our young black males.
Yes.
And to volunteer in some capacity.
Yeah.
We've begun a partnership with Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yes.
And currently in the state of Delaware, there are over 100 young African American men who have raised their hands and have said, I would like to have a mentor.
I love
and
it.
they're on a waiting list. So we need people to volunteer.
Excellent.
We need people to stand up and say, I will be a mentor
I
to
love
this
it.
young man. Couples can be mentors as well.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing that.
Yes.
We're going to be having more forums where we're going to be hearing the voice of the young black males.
I love it.
And more things along those lines.
Yes.
Other partners that we have, One Village Alliance has been a partner in the
Yes,
past, and we're going to plan on continuing
Yes.
the partnership with them, as well as others who have joined our cause. Some people have heard of
Yes.
Dr. Yasser Payne,
Yes.
a professor at the
Good to see him.
University of Delaware,
Yes.
who has done a study on the
PAR.
plight, the PAR project, that has done a study on the plight of young black males
Yes.
here in Delaware.
Yes.
So we are bringing together the best minds,
Yes.
the most committed minds.
Yes.
We also have a partnership with Parkway Academy.
Awesome.
Malik Muhammad, he is the executive director there.
Yes.
It's an alternative school. And again, they basically have most of the young men that we are looking to help.
Yes.
Young African American males.
Yes.
So yeah, we're doing much in those areas.
I'm excited about what I'm hearing, and one of the things I remember you all sharing was that there are a lot of projects taking place throughout the state of Delaware that people are not aware of.
True.
A lot of times you hear me always promoting the faith-based community because I believe that they have hands-on experience. They're daily training and discipling young African American males and people of all race and culture, because they have that structured time every Sunday, every Wednesday, every whatever extracurricular activity that needs to take place. And you have that. And so I encourage parents, families, single parents, married couples, those whomever is listening to the sound of my voice, if you want to see transformation take place in the immediate future, you need to plant them under the Word of God, where you see a practicing, teaching environment. And there you already have mentors. There you already have modeling families.
Right. You're right.
And there you have organizations and things that are taking place that would also cultivate. And so I'm looking forward to the faith-based community getting more involved and partnering with organizations like United Way and some of the other things that are taking place, so that there'll be a mutual exchange of services, and then you don't have to create so many new things.
That's right.
But you can promote that which is taking place.
That's right.
So tonight I want to say, one, thank you especially to Judy Lewis for what they're representing. You heard the call for volunteers. You heard the call for mentors. You heard the call for funds. She is the person. If you're watching but you can't make it happen, but you can produce the finances, then you can contact Judy Lewis. Judy, tell them where they can reach you.
Yes, I can be reached at area code 302-573-3725, or I can also be reached via email at revivethevillage@uwde.org, or they can also visit our website, the United Way of Delaware website, and it's /Revive the Village, and they can get information there as well.
I love it. So remember January 23rd
Absolutely.
in Wilmington. Once again, thank you, Judy Lewis, for being with us, and we appreciate you.
Thank you.